It's B Jack. Hey, you know that he back. Jackie Tarantino, Rampage Pitch. Look, I got money on my mind. That's all. They hate me cause I. What's poppin', world? It's your boy B Jack, and I'm back on Spit Lit or That Ain't It, the album review show for you, the fans, by a fan, myself. And I got some more albums to review for y'all. So before I get into it, make sure y'all hit that like button, smash that bell, subscribe to B Jack TV if you haven't already. All right, salute to all those who do and been watching my videos. I really appreciate it. You know, it means a lot. All right, now today I'm gonna be reviewing a fellow Michigan native who's been coming up, has had a tremendous run the past few years. T Grizzley, my man. Still My Moment. I don't know if this is an album or a mixtape, and I don't really think it matters no more, but the project Still My Moment is out. It's the second project this year following the joint Activated. And this project features Quavo and Offset from Migos, not on the same song, by the way. Chance the Rapper, which was surprising to me. Lil Pump, B. Ryan, and YNW Melly. Okay, now let's get into the hype. All right, T Grizzley been flexing on the gram. You know, if y'all watch or if y'all follow T Grizzley on Instagram, then y'all know that T Grizzley been all over the gram, you know, flexing hard, you know, showing his new drip, hanging with some of your favorite rappers and stars, celebrities. And he dropped a video for the song Pray for the Drip, and it was a single before this project came out featuring Offset. Okay, I used to pray for the drip. I used to pray for times like this to rhyme like this. Y'all know the song. Okay, I'm gonna just get into my picks. You know, fuck the hype, because if you know T Grizzley and if you've been following him, he's been real steady as far as putting out projects and staying in your face at least every 6 months or so. Okay, now my picks for this joint, number one would be that Wake Up joint featuring Chance the Rapper. I felt like that song should have came out earlier this year. All right, I feel like they need to put a video out for that joint like right now. That song is real dope. It's one of them feel good hip hop songs, you know, and they really got a message on there. Chance the Rapper gives a great verse on that joint. You know, you really got to check that song out. All right, my number two joint off this is Pray for the Drip, just because it's such an anthem song. You know what I'm saying? I really fuck with that song. Featuring Offset, excuse me. And number three would be Babies to Men, because it's some real deep shit and you really get to know more about T Grizzley as a person, as opposed to just being, you know, this trap superstar or this guy who just came out of prison and seemingly overnight, which I know it wasn't overnight, but, you know, became this big rap legend with, you know, the song First Day Out. But I'm going to get into my opinion of this project. My opinion is T Grizzley is doing a great job of keeping it street, being introspective and authentic. Again, you know, like the Moneybagg Yo project, this is a very introspective project where he's breaking down real life scenarios going on, real life shit that's going on in his life, as opposed to just giving you some surface level trap shit to where it's just all about the drip. This album ain't all about the drip, so forget the single. Well, don't forget it, but look past the single and find other songs on this project where he is really going into some real shit. I mean, he's talking about on one song going to visit his mom in prison and visiting her behind the glass, or no, excuse me, through the video. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's some real deep shit. And for rappers who are street by nature, it's interesting to see him coming out of prison and having to deal with his mama being in prison. I don't know if she's in prison now, but just to hear that from him is real deep, real dope, you know what I'm saying? And the only songs I really don't like on this project, or for the most part, I like this whole album. I think this album got tremendous replay value. It's one of the best songs that's come out this year. Believe it or not. I feel like all the real rappers who got something to say drop in the fourth quarter. Okay, with much respect to everybody who dropped this year. J-Rock being one of my favorites, who, you know, really has something to say on his project. And a lot of others. But, you know, just off top, T Grizzley is really putting out quality street music that can stand the test of time, I believe. Like, I'm still bumping the Activative joint, you know what I'm saying? Because he's really just talking that real street shit. And you could tell when it's real because it sticks with you. If you're a street dude who like listening to street music, this project, Still My Moment, is for you. I'm going to just tell you, like, you're going to fuck with this as much as I do. I'm going to get into the quotable for this project, Still My Moment, from T Grizzley. Damn, and I'm trying to remember what song it was. I didn't write it down. I forgot. But he said, we live in the days when niggas do shit without even thinking about it. But who am I to talk Blue 50K without thinking about it? I think this is on the same song with Chance the Rapper, that Wake Up. This is one of the dopest lines that I've heard this year because it speaks to the way people are in general nowadays. Like, we'll do shit, or I ain't gonna say me, but a lot of people is flexing for the gram, or they doing shit just for the gram. Like, you know, they posting funny ass videos, just doing shit without really thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? You really see that nowadays with the internet and people posting videos to YouTube. People really are just putting out content for the fuck of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, with me, with this show, I did it because I'm real passionate about music. You know, I do music myself, but I'm a fan of the music first. That's why I'm able to critique these projects with an unbiased ear and say, okay, if I don't fuck with this person, or if I do, I'm gonna let y'all know. Like I said about the Moneybagg Yo and the Vince Staples, I haven't really heard full projects from them artists, but being that I'm a fan of music, I'm gonna check it out. Check them out. I like those projects. T Grizzley is one of them people who got the attention of Jay-Z his first year, you know, out doing music, which is big because Jay-Z don't really co-sign nobody. If you look at Jay-Z's, you know, career and the history of Jay-Z, even a lot of his people didn't really get a lot of good looks or a lot of backing and support from Jay-Z, okay? But T Grizzley, Still My Moment. Y'all get in the comments. Let me know how y'all feeling this project. I know I am. This is on heavy rotation. Few of these songs is on my Spit and Lit mix on Spotify. Go check that out. All right, I'm going to get into my next one real quick. I'm going to keep it moving. We're keeping it street here. We're keeping it street for this whole video, all right? My next album review comes from Lil Durk, okay, Chicago native. I believe he moved to Atlanta the past year or so. Signed to the Streets 3. All right, this album features Gunna, Future, Ty Dolla $ign, A Boogie with the Hoodie, Kevin Gates, TK Kravitz, Kodak Black, Young Dolph, Lil Baby, and Lil Skies. A lot of features, but it's a lot of songs on this project. I believe it's 20 songs on this project. I'm going to get into the hype, okay? Lil Durk appeared on Everyday Struggle and spoke on his label issues with Def Jam. He's now on Alamo Interscope. He said he took his time with this album and the shows. Okay, I'm going to just be honest with you. Like, this is a project where if I wasn't doing these album reviews, I probably would not have listened to this album. Okay, just to be honest, because I haven't heard a whole Lil Durk project ever. Not saying that he ain't dope in his own right. It's just he flew under my radar just because when I heard some of the songs before, it just sounded too much like Amigos and a Future, you know, and like I said, Future's featured on here. But I really realized listening to this project why Lil Durk is as special to not only Chicago, but to hip hop as he is, because he is really saying some shit just like T Grizzley is, okay? This album is strictly for the streets. I mean, it don't seem like he's gunning for no radio singles on this project. Not saying that any of these songs wouldn't be a radio hit. It's just the formula for making songs when you're trying to make a hit record is very different when you're making a street record. This whole album feels like it's strictly for the streets, just like the title, Signed to the Streets 3. And I'm going to get into my picks. You know, my pick number one would be Neighborhood Hero. I like that joint a lot. There's some real deep lyricism on that joint. Number two would be Play With Us featuring Kevin Gates. I fuck with Kevin Gates heavy. That joint right there is real hard. Number three is Downfall featuring Young Dolph and Lil Baby. I fuck with Dolph heavy. Most shit Dolph does, I'ma fuck with it just because. I'm not really that big a fan of Lil Baby yet, but he's a new artist relatively, and you know, as he picks up steam, I'm sure I will be. All right, he got a lot of songs out. But anyway, Lil Durk, Signed to the Streets 3. My opinion, For all of the long albums that, you know, have filler songs that came out this past year and in the past few years, because we've been getting a lot of albums that's been very, very long, you know, starting with, I believe, Migos had like 25 songs on Culture 2. Chris Brown had fucking 40 songs on his last album. And this album has 20 songs on it. It don't feel like any of these songs are throwaways. It sounds like every song has something to say. Even on the songs with features, which is hard to do because it's hard to call up somebody and say, yo, come to the studio, or even say, yo, I got this song I want you to get on, and they stick with the topic that, or the heartfelt type of shit that you're talking about on the song. It just don't happen a lot. Lil Durk definitely pulled this album off well, and I have to say it got very high replay value because of his lyrical content, not just the beats, which are dope as fuck too. Don't get me wrong, a lot of these beats are real dope. It's a trap album, but this is a lyrical trap album, much like the T Grizzley is. Okay, and also the True Life album, which I'll be reviewing that soon. I'm gonna just go into the quotable because this pretty much sums it up. On Neighborhood Hero, Lil Durk says, and I quote, "That street shit, we don't reply to niggas on that tweet shit." Just to have one line right there caught me, and I was like, damn, okay. My man is really street, you know what I'm saying? This ain't no industry cat. This is a cat who's been in the industry, but is very, very in tune with what his fans like and what his fans want, which is straight up street quality hip hop, okay? Street trap music, which got a heartfelt meaning to it. Like, I believe Lil Durk is one of the few trap artists who shows emotion in his songs, like, you know, a Yo Gotti, a T Grizzley, you know, and a Jeezy. You know, a lot of these trap rappers, they just sound like they just rapping over the track. They not putting a lot of emotion into it, okay? Y'all check out this Sign to the Streets 3 by Lil Durk. Get in the comments. Let me know how y'all feeling this project. Is it spit? Is it lit? Or that ain't it? To me, this album is very much it. I've been playing this album all week. And I'll be back with more album reviews for y'all. Before I get up out of here, make sure y'all like this video, smash that bell, subscribe to BJack TV. For all those who do, I appreciate it. I apologize for the tones when my red, you know, the sun is blasting off my shirt. But whatever, man. I appreciate y'all for checking me out. Salute to y'all, man. For real. I appreciate it. All right? It's your boy BJack.
Bro fam, BJack. Niggas talking real gangster behind the motherfucking computer screen. I call them IGs, internet gangsters. You know what I mean? Run up on your ass at the library using the Wi-Fi, bitch.
Yeah, you niggas talk tough behind computer screens, but thug life, nigga, you don't really do them things. Nigga, I don't care who you bring, you pull up weapons, better know how to use them things. You talk tough behind computer screens, but thug life, nigga, you don't really do them